What's up, degenerate gamblers? Mad Merrigan here for Coldbeer Sports. Right, Monday evening, as promised, I'll be back here again with a selection for Tuesday. But before we get into that, let's just recap Monday. So, some negatives out of the day, not great overall, but there is some positives to take away, and let's just touch on them, because at Coldbeer Sports, we always like to focus on the future. Right. Let's touch on our tracker horse, 𝗕𝗃. Definitely ran a really nice race. Just unfortunately too green to do himself justice. But we did flag that up before, that tomorrow he might just still be learning on the job as so. But definitely want to keep on side, and I can see him now going on and putting a couple of wins together. That run will definitely stand to him. And I could clearly see he's the best horse in the race. He just hadn't got the know-how to let himself down in a link field today. But anyway, mark him up, because I can see him putting a couple of wins together now very soon. Let's move on then to the Richard Hughes filly we tipped up for the place bet, finishing fourth in what looked a warm fillies novice, and then might turn out probably to be a pretty decent race. The winner going on to Royal Ascot, the 𝗵𝗵𝗁 filly, absolute very good. And yeah, the Richard Hannon filly as well, looking pretty decent. But look, unlucky not to get in the first three. We won't dwell on it there. And then we move on to Kindred Spirit, our bet of the day. Oh, it was a sick one. Unfortunately, the filly, it was just remembering what happened to her in Linkfield. You could clearly see in the race, even before the race, her antics, not wanting to go into the stalls. And then through the race, her confidence was just shot. She didn't want to come between horses or nothing. And you can't blame the filly that when they get such a bad bump like that, especially young fillies, 2 and 3 year olds, getting bumped on the rails the last day. So unfortunately, Kindred Spirit might now actually take a while to be able to actually show her talent. It's just one of those things, when these fillies get knocked about, they remember it, and that could stick with her now for a little while. And look, hopefully she'll be alright. I know it's annoying as a punter when you back her and you want to jump to conclusions and say she's this and she's that. The only thing that's wrong with that filly is she got a bad bump the last day in Linkfield and her confidence is shot. That's it. There's nothing else wrong with her. Only she just hadn't got the confidence to go back through the gap today. She worried about everything. She was worried about everything before the race. Anyway, she's a filly on the up, but now I'll just leave her alone for now, because her confidence is just shot. And she's clearly much better than what she showed. But you have to worry now, her mental game and her mindset just might take a minute. Hopefully she can regain her confidence, because she'll definitely be winning races. Right, let's move on tomorrow. As promised, Mad Merrigan, we bounce back tomorrow. Right, I won't mess you around. One horse tomorrow, Red Glory, in the 4:15 at Beverly, around the 7-2 mark. This is by Harzand. This is a well-handicapped son of Harzand, stepping up to a trip that will suit Mark Cretin, getting a valuable 5 off for the Ed Dunlop team. This horse is nicely handicapped, and I'm expecting him to win tomorrow. The time for Codden is over. 3 points win, bet selection. And yeah, remember, we won't be down for too long. We'll be back tomorrow with a roaring winner. Alright, chat to you soon. Like and subscribe and share the videos. And don't be codding.